Okay. That's what I'm doing. So I believe share on YouTube. I will be only for 200.
Okay. Okay.
Mo ti ṣe sí YouTube yín so that tẹ́ni mo bá fẹ́ join extra wọ́n lè lọ sí YouTube yín Jẹ́lí Olójúadé. Wọ́n kàn máa lọ YouTube, wọ́n kàn máa search Jẹ́lí Olójúadé. Good afternoon.
So the join.
Mo ti join. Mo ti join.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ wọ́n ti pa láti fíìmù ọkọ̀ tó ti sí fíìmù ṣe láì palẹ̀ mi lẹ́fẹ̀ẹ́ àwọn ọ̀sán ní àwòrán àgbẹ̀ agbẹ́dọ̀ sáìdì kan nígbà àgbà àwọn bàbá wọn fi pa àwọn bàbá tí mo lọ́wọ́ bá ẹlòmíì ò máa wọn dáńgọ tó kù ẹ̀ ní pọ̀ jù ọlọ́pàá náà wọn ò lójútùú ara wọn. ẹ wo lọ kọjá ìrírọ ẹgbẹ́ lọ fún ìmúra.
Is my mic fine? Okay, so good afternoon, distinguished ladies and gentlemen.
Good afternoon.
From wherever you're watching us from. It's the media chat for the contestants of the Global Unilorin Alumni Association.
Definitely.
There's going to be an election tomorrow to see also.
And
So-
I am just kind of nervous, excited. We're going to have new people coming
Absolutely.
on board. Do so much, for
It's
the
a mixture of
association.
everything. I think we should contest too.
No. I don't like politics.
So it's nice to have everybody on board. We welcome everyone all over the world. We are going to be having a chat where everybody is going to be telling us what they are going to be doing for the association. As members too, we are excited to know what they want to do for us. So do you want to talk to somebody?
Well, I think that it is just pertinent that we know the rules and how, so that we are guided. We are not, there's no hate speech. There's just tell us what exactly has been your vision, why you're coming up on board, and what you can do. We have the constitution here that will be guiding us.
Right.
And of course, this one. I think that we are missing something.
Yes.
You didn't tell them yet.
Okay, that's true. My name is Tayo.
Listen.
Yes, and we are members of Unilorin Alumni. So it's valid for us to be here. Okay, let's go straight to the business of the day.
So I think that we'll call out names. We have seen so many people that are online already. Thank you very much. And we apologize that the income online has scheduled. Have to make sure that all the technical aspects is being sorted. So we'll call out the names of those and that are contesting aspirants. And if your name needs to be called, if you hear your name, just sit the file, and of course we'll make you available and confident to us. All right. So
okay, yes.
You do the honors.
Yes, we have Babs Omotowa, Kilani Abdurazak Olubusuyi. The two of them are contesting for the biggest position.
The number one.
The number one, 001.
One.
Yes, and to assist them, we have Kobini Lola Nimota,
Vice President.
Vice President contesting. General Secretary Murtala Abdul Yakin Tukur and Barakat Raji.
Of course. Aside that, we have the Assistant General Secretary. We have Lawal Safi and Mary Jane Oluchi. Of course, she would. Both of them are also contesting for the position of the Assistant and General Secretary. For the Treasurer, where the money, the bank, you have Ibrahim Murtala Mohammed, and of course, Agbola Ganiyat. They are both contesting for the post of Treasurer. For Financial Secretary, we have Isaac contesting for the post of Financial Secretary.
Yes. So for the National Publicity Secretary, is this the same Sheon Kimbaloye that we all know? Okay, so Sheon Kimbaloye is contesting. Olorunsuwa Elijah Ola is contesting for the post of the National Publicity Secretary. Oji Boniface Ifeanyi, Sikiru Idowu Mohammed, Hussein Abdulateef Desola, and Ayobamigbe Faloye. All four are contesting for Social Secretary. I think this is going to be very tight.
Yeah, I love that. 4 people. It's not all about book and what you can do. Sometimes you need to create that atmosphere.
That's right.
For people to come together, interact, recreate, recreational purposes, and of course make sure that there's no tension. Sometimes
absolutely
for even the undergraduate and the postgraduate, it makes sense.
Yeah. So we have the legal advisor. 3 people are contesting: Kabir Adedotun Oshunkunle, Ike Sunday, and Fagbemi Lukman Oyebanji. And of course, the only man contesting for the position of auditor is Ahmed Abdurrashid. Mr. Ahmed Abdurrashid, we wish him all the best so that he gets the 2/3 majority in the end.
And of course, I'm contesting for ex official.
You have to start from
Baba Saleh of
Oh no.
Baba Saleh of the ESCO when they have issues.
Please go and contest for VC. Thank you so much, everyone. Let's begin the
All right.
chat.
That way.
Do we have Mr. Babs Omotowa online?
Is he online?
Is he online? Please
Can you raise
signify by the raising of your hand, Mr. Babs Omotowa. I don't think he's
All
here.
right, he's not here yet.
Is Mr. Kilani Abdurazak Olubusu here?
Yeah, is he online?
Is he online?
All right, if he's not online, let's go to the vice president's position. Is he online? No, he's not.
Okay.
Let's go. Do we have Akabi Lola Nimota?
That's it.
Yakilani is for
Professor Kilani is here. Yeah, Professor Kilani is here. Is here.
all right, all right.
You know, we call all of them Mr.
Yeah.
Mr. because we don't know them. Prof,
Prof, good to see you.
Prof, unmute your mic.
Yeah, yeah.
His network is.
Prof, can you hear you?
He can hear, but we can't hear him. His microphone is muted.
Prof, your mic. Prof, your mic is very low. Can you check your?
Ooh, we can't hear Prof.
I'm struggling to hear you, Prof.
Prof, do you want us to come back to you? Okay.
All right, Prof, we'll definitely come back to you. I think I can see Barakat Raji. She's online.
Barakat Raji is going for General Secretary.
Do you have Barakat Raji online? Can you raise up your hand?
Yes, she's here. She's here.
Thank you very much for.
Good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon.
Can you hear me?
Very
Yes,
well.
can. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can we meet you?
Thank you. My name is Barakat Adebisiraji. I graduated from Faculty of Law, University of Ilorin, 2005. And I got employed in 2009. And ever after, I've been an active member of Alumni. And I've been able to participate actively well. And it was in my presence that Professor Ambali allocated very vast acres of land to us, very close by at PG school, and is there. And I was also an eyewitness when we laid the foundation of that site. Not only that, I also participated when during the era of our female president, Dr. Professor, now Professor Mrs. Oduwaye. So I was made the legal advisor who oversee the hostel built by alumni on the campus. And when President Ojuade also came on board, up to this present, I'll be managing the hostel on their behalf without taking any cover for the interest and the love I have for the association and for the interest I have for my alma mater, just for the progress of the school. Then not only that, I've had so many positions, among which is a female president at the Nigerian Law School. I was able to coordinate both the Hausa, Igbo, and Yoruba there. When I graduated too, and I came back, even before I graduated, I held the position of treasurer under the Muslim law student, and I became the female president as well. So, and thereafter, when I started working as a staff of University of Ilorin, I was also made the female president of the Muslim Ladies Circle. And thereafter, I also became the president female for Unifemga, both local and international. And presently now, I'm the treasurer to Great Ife because I had my master's degree in Ife. So I became interested in becoming the general secretary because it's a long overdue that we have our own structure that we can beat our chest to on the campus that will be generating funds. And from there, we'll be able to assist our alma mater because there are so many students out there looking for hostel, but they cannot get. And we all know what all these students are facing outside the campus. So the little one we have, and we thank God, it consists of both Muslims and Christians and even the non-religious set of people. Because you know, when you are ahead, you are to cater for everybody. Welfare of everybody should be your paramount concern. So I just felt that we need to keep our records straight, and we need to operate in a transparent manner. And then for all our hello,
Yeah,
yes,
we
sir.
can hear you. Yes, I just wanted to tell you, give you more information, more insight about, the post that you are vying for. The Constitution says that the post of National Secretary, must have a proven
Secretary
record. Yes, and of course, an alumnus for at least 10 years with good oral and written communications. That means that you'll be steering, the secretariat, So in that light, I want you to tell us, what you have done before, to assist the association in that light. Do you understand?
Thank you. Yeah. Annually, thank you. Annually, we normally ask our students to pay some annual due, which we normally supervise the secretariat in order to ensure that all money comes in as at when due, that no student is left out without paying the annual due. And to God be the glory, the current interim president they perform wonderfully well. And I can assure you that by the time the new president comes in, we all have every cause to be happy because we have much more to do for the alma mater. So in terms of secretariat, we normally oversee what is going on there. We ensure that stationery, because they need the receipt, they need photocopier machine and all sorts to put in place in order to make the secretariat function. And to God be the glory.
Can I come in?
Everything
so we don't
is in
just
order.
go.
Because as I told you, come in, please. Come in.
Yes,
come in.
You.
Come
thank
in, man.
You. I was going to ask you that, let's talk about your time. How do you want to have that time as a woman who is managing a home?
You have a career.
You have a career. Now you want to pick up a position, and you know that it can be very demanding. So how do you want to manage your time? Because part of the things that I can see in the Constitution is that they even prefer someone who is self-employed, who is not answerable to somebody else, who can manage his or her own time and pick up and get up and go anywhere at any time.
To be available.
So I want you to tell me about your time, how you want to manage it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. As I said, when you are appointed as a leader, you just have to perform. And the example is that of Uniform, as I said earlier on. We normally have our annual reunion at Ife, because I have that inborn attitude. Because right from our undergraduate days, we used to travel as far back as Castina, Kano, to hold meetings with other law students. So this one will not be a new or a task that one cannot overcome, you know. And
All right, thank you
by
very much,
virtue of
ma'am.
my, thank you. By virtue of my position, I know that I can perform because as a lecturer, you know, it's only when you have a lecture that you make yourself available on campus. So you have you even have luxury time to do other things because it's part of a community service, you know, and it's part of what makes a good lecturer. You have to make research, you have to teach, and you have to render service to community. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time, ma'am. You have so much spoken about, you know, what you are bringing, you know, on the table for the association. Thank you very much. Let's go back to Professor Kilani. Let's see if we can have him back. And now we had him earlier, but you know, his audio was a Professor Kilani. Are you there? Hello, Professor Kilani. Can you unmute now? We can't still hear your audio. Please, can you remove your
earpiece?
Your hairpiece. Yes.
Remove it from the gadget.
Remove it from your phone.
Remove it from your phone.
Remove from your gadget. Remove the hairpiece from your gadget.
It's raining here.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
We can hear you now.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Very well.
Fantastic.
Okay, that's great. But it's raining here. That's why I have to use the earpiece.
No problem. So can we meet you, sir?
What is it?
Can we meet you?
Can you tell us about yourself?
Thank you for having me. My name is Abdulrazak Kilani. I graduated from the University of Ilorin in 1986. Admitted in 1982. I studied Islamic studies. I made a 2-1. When I was in university, I was involved in student unionism. I was a member of the Student Representative Council. I was a speaker. I became an acting president in 1986. Before the student union was dissolved. I was also a member of the Camp Journalists. I belonged to the Fire Point Press Club. My pen name then was John West. After I served in Maiduguri, I came back to Abeokuta to work. My involvement in alumni started from there. In Abeokuta, I was in Abeokuta for 5 years. I moved to Port Harcourt in 1992. And I was actively involved in alumni, Ilorin alumni in Rivers State. I've not occupied any position. However, I was privileged most of the time. I normally gave the annual talk when we are having a program in Rivers State. Maybe because of my position as a university lecturer, I was always honored to come and give the talk to our members in Rivers State. Even within the university where I work, we also have some Ilorin alumni that we have a kind of a family relationship. Like I said, I'm a professor. I became a professor in 2009. I've been an associate dean, and I've been chairman of the College of Continuing Education Center of the University of Port Harcourt. I acted as a DVC in 2021. Presently, I'm free, and I want to serve as a payback to what the University of London has done in my life. I appreciate education of London has given to me, and I've been involved in administration in the University of Port Harcourt. And I know alumni is a critical stakeholder in university governance. You cannot have a successful university administration without a viral alumni. But for the past years, I've been inundated with division within our own. And I felt I want to form as a kind of a bridge builder, a peacemaker that will be able to appeal and appease to the one faction, so that we can have an alumni that will be an envy of others. For example, Ilorin is the #1 choice for candidates writing down. I want our own alumni association to be in that perspective, to be the #1 alumni in Nigeria. In doing that, we need the collaboration, we need unity. If we are not united, no matter how strong we are, we will not be able to achieve anything. So my first goal is to unite by appealing and appeasing to every group to come together, so that other alumni in Nigerian University, they will see us as a reference point. Just like Ilorin is seen as a reference point by many candidates who want to take university admission. So that's my own goal. That's how I'm offering myself. Educationally, I've been involved in university administration, and I know I've been in the council of the University of Panama, and I know the role alumni play in the council. In terms of networking, I also know that an alumni does that. I'm coming in to assist our brothers and sisters at the university, and I'm also coming in to provide a robust networking among our members of alumni in all states of the federation, where the alumni is not currently in operation. I want to see as a goal to resurrect them or to initiate new alumni chapter in all the states of the federation, so that at the end of the day, whether you're in Maiduguri, you're able to fellowship with your co-alumni and to share knowledge. Today, we are talking of the industry, we are talking of the educational system. An alumni is capable of doing that by sharing knowledge of the industry and bringing it back to the university system. So that our brothers and sisters in the university, we have the knowledge of the industry demand. The courses we are studying today should not just offer you the employment for today, but it should be able to assist you for the job of tomorrow. And I think alumni can do that.
Can we just come in here?
Thank you very much. You have gone ahead to list some of the places you have really worked and served. But my concern, you are in Rivers State for Accord. You still have not mentioned what you have brought back to the Alumni Association of the University of Ilorin. I didn't.
I told you that I said in Rivers State, and I came to Port Harcourt, I've been involved in alumni in Rivers State. Our branch used to be very robust. In those when we have program, the VC used to send representatives to our program. Most of the boys, most of the people who are members, they are not big boys in industry now. Some are in Abuja, some are in Lagos. But the alumni in Rivers State is in the system. That's what I'm making. I said I'm not a position of authority, but I've been invited to give talk as a kind of influencer for the alumni in Rivers State.
Great, thank you very much, Prof. We hope that you still stick around, to hear some other, contestants.
Prof, before you go, Prof, I have a question for you. You are contesting for the biggest position of the alumni. You want to contest to become the #1 alumni or alumnus of University of Ilorin. Now, given the year of graduation that you mentioned, 1986, many years ago, and you are going to and you are going to be president to someone who graduated in 2024, 2023, 2022. I am worried, I am wondering how you want to bring all these people together, because as a matter of fact, you will see that the latest generation, they really are not interested in what is going on in the university.
I'm also a university teacher.
Yes, sir.
I relate with Gen Z. I relate with the millennials children. So I'm aware of this trajectory. We meet them every day. We mentor them. We talk to them. We influence them. We change their horizon for better. A university teacher is not just go to the camp to teach. It's an influencer. It's a motivator. It's a spiritual guidance. And we do a lot of things. So I'm aware of all this generation gap. And I think I have what it takes because of my location or the kind of job I do.
All right. Thank you very much, Professor.
We'll come back to you, Prof.
We'll come back to, we have been speaking with Professor Tulani Abdulrazak. He is vying for
Abdulrazak
Olubusi. He is vying for the position of the president of the Alumni Association of University of Ilorin. He's currently at Port Harcourt as we speak. Right. We have Mukhtar Abdul-Yakin Tukuri. He's been online using Muritala. We have Muritala Abdul-Yakin Tukuri. Do we have you? Can you raise up your hand?
Is online.
Yes, I'm with you. I'm with you. Muritala Abdul-Yakin is with you.
You are welcome.
Thank you very much.
It's nice to have you here.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
We can see your video.
Yes, the video has a problem. You can see, I don't know. The gadget I'm using have 2 cameras. One down, one up. The one at the desktop is not working. The one at the keyboard is working. So I have to take it because you'll be looking at the fan in my office. That was
so is there a
way I do like this, you will see my face. You will see my face like this, but I have to bend down. So it's better I let it go. That was why I had to let it go.
All right. Let's take you briefly.
Okay.
Can we meet you?
Yes. Murtala Abdul Yakin Tukur, a proud graduate of University of Ilorin and a committed alumni, committed to my chapter, Kwara chapter, and my branch, University of Ilorin branch, with a deep passion for our alumni matter and vision for a stronger alumnus.
Okay. Mr. Abdul Yakin, are you
Yes.
worried? Are you worried that you are contesting this same position with a woman?
I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. Because
Why?
you see, the position of alumni and any contest in time is a shot. It's a shot for those who dare to want to be. So I can't be worried because everybody have a mission and a vision, especially when you are committed to a certain cause. You don't look at the side view of others. You focus on where you are going. You focus on what you are doing. And as it is for alumni, it's a win-win situation. If I'm there and alumni progress and things, good things happen to the alumni, it's very good for me.
So can you take us through your
and the
vision
alumni is
very
thriving, it's
quickly?
still okay for me.
So it's not a do or die affair for you.
It's not a do or die affair, yes.
Good. So can you just quickly take us through your vision for the alumni?
Yes. I have a strong background in educational management with very experienced leadership and record-keeping activities. I graduated University of Ilorin year 2001, and in fact, I have all my 3 degrees, my master's, my PhD in the university, and also I'm the staff of the university. So I believe with my understanding of the terrain of the university, I know the politics right from being a student, now being a staff, and again, being inside the campus working. I understand the culture and the environment of the university. And because of my profession, I equally understand the prerogative of being a secretary. And you see, when we're talking about availability and accessibility, being a lecturer, it gives me very bright opportunity because I schedule my time already. I know when to be in class. I attend other community services. But being on campus as a secretary, I saw it as something that, again, increases the ego that was in me to work. And that was what I know for in my department. I've been a secretary of different committees in the university. Likewise, I've been a secretary of postgraduate board in my own department. I know how to pay attention to details and I know how to keep record because record keeping actually is part of the things I teach my students. So being a secretary shouldn't be of any barrier.
Thank you so much.
So what are you bringing, to the alumni differently?
Yes, my vision for the alumni is very simple. My vision for the alumni is I want a dynamic and influential network that not only strengthens our ties to university, but also empower each of us in our personal and professional lives. Together, I want an alumni that will build and support one another and be resourceful and impactful to the student and the school in general. So this, I have certain objectives. And my objective, in conjunction with the whoever come to be the president and other executive committee, I want to have an alumni that go in line with that. I will introduce my objectives to that executive committee, and the objective include enhancing networking and collaboration, career development and support, strengthening university alumni relation, increasing alumni participation in all school activities, and digitalize and transform alumni association. And those are some of the vision that I have for the alumnus.
All right. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you. Just stay online. We'll come back to you. Thank you very much for your time. We have so many people, online, and we need to speak with them. We understand that.
Okay, so two people contesting for the position of social secretary are online. Sikiru Idowu Mohammed is online, and Ayoba Migbe is online. And this is the position we're talking about that 4 people are contesting for.
People. And of course, I don't know why, but it seems very interesting, position. And of course, I would love, the Gen Zs will love.
We are interested. We are interested.
Are you?
I'm a Gen Z, of course. Okay, so can we talk to Ayoba Migbe Faloye?
Yeah. Are you online? Can you raise up?
He's here. Ayoba Migbe Faloye, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes, you're welcome to this very interesting chat where you are going to tell us. Can we see your picture?
I will see your
Can
video.
we see your video?
I'm actually on the move, but can you see me like this?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, we can.
Okay.
All right. So can we meet you? What position are you vying for? Can we meet you?
Yes, my name is Ayobamigbe Faloye. I'm the interim chair for the Ogun State chapter of the alumni. We came in to rescue the alumni when there were a bit of challenges in Ogun State. I graduated from the University of Ilorin in 2013 from the Department of Anatomy. I'm also sitting as the chair of the Young Professionals and Students Assembly of the Society for Public Health Professionals of Nigeria. I'm also a member of the Stop Tobacco team in Africa. I currently work as a researcher, a public health researcher at the Federal Medical Center, Abeokuta. I am, of course, I see this opportunity to give back to the alumni as a great one. And it has been the cause of a lot of people for me to come to the national to, give my best as it used to be. I was also the deputy speaker of the Student Representative Council while I was in the university. I initiated the first constitution amendment process in the recent history of the University of Ilorin Student Union, and which was a successful one. It was for the first time we had duties and job obligations sorted out for all the executive of the student union, and we also maintained the stand of the management of the university in the affairs of the student union. The Constitution Amendment Review brought about a paradigm shift in the governance and the administrative management of resources at the student union. These are some of the few things that we've done, and we just felt again that University of Ilorin, being the most sought after university in Nigeria, should also be exceptional in its alumni organization. And having been a very, very active person at the King's College Old Boys Association in Lagos, working with our former president and vice president from Molorogun Kuku to Sanusi Nabido Sanusi and the likes of Kashim Imam, the former board chairman of TED Fund and the likes. We felt that it was an embarrassing situation for us to have an alumni that is not better by far. And that is why some of us have thrown our weight in the association to take it to a greater stand.
I see what you're trying to do there anyways, but tell me, why the social secretary position?
Well, I looked at it. My role in some major organization, I've always been the brick builder between the old and the young. Being a millennial, I see that I'm between the older generation and the Gen Zs as well as the Alpha generation. So I feel that I have the capacity to link these generations together. If you look at the Alumni Association, we are not going to be representing our class sets. We are going to be representing the entirety of those that have graduated, those that are going to still join us in the recent times. So I feel that the social part of the alumni is a very key position to bring everybody together, unite generations for maximum productivity, and bring different tribes together for for the unity that we need to progress as an alumni. So that is the specific reason why I feel that I can do very well at the social secretary position. And mind you, I already exemplified this strategy at Ogun State. In Ogun State, we used to have factions, and we held the first annual memorial lecture in the memory of one of our alumni, National ESCO, that we lost some years ago. And at that gathering, we brought even the current vice chancellor, we brought the interim head of the Alumni Association, we brought Professor Adedimeji, we brought Professor Ojuade, we brought Dr. Agboke, we brought Professor Egbewole, and we united all the factions in the states. And from there, on, we have started to mobilize a state chapter that has been one of the most active in the entire alumni today. So I have done what I have tried my strategy at the state level, and I want to bring it to the national level. We want to hold events of alumni in Canada, in France, in United Kingdom, in USA. We bring them together, just like other universities are doing. Great endowment funds where they can contribute to the development of the university at home.
I see your vision. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have to, because of time, we have to take so many other people.
But please hang on, because we might be coming back to you.
Thank you so much. All right, I sincerely appreciate it. Yes.
Thank you. Before we continue, let me welcome Ambassador Akombini Lolani Mota. We are going to be speaking with you in a moment, Madam, but let's quickly take Sikiri Dowu Mohammed so that we close this part before we go back to the Vice President. Sikiri Dowu Mohammed, are you with us?
Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Can we see your face? It's quite dark where you are.
Quite dark.
Yes, it is, but can you see me now?
Yeah.
Let's manage this picture for now.
So you have 5 minutes.
Thank you, madam.
All right, so you have 5 minutes because of others that are online. Thank you very much, Ambassador Akambi. Lolani Mota is online. But before we come to her, we have Sikiri Dowu Mohammed, who is already online. Can we move to tell us your vision, what you have done before?
Yes.
Social Secretary.
My name is Mohammed Sikiri Dowu, a graduate of University of Ilorin, Geography Department. I'm aspiring for the post of National Social Secretary.
All right. Why are you aspiring for that? Why Social Secretary?
A lot, sir.
So tell us few of the reasons why you're applying for that.
As a candidate for National Social Secretary position at the national level of the University of Ilorin Alumni Association, my aspirations and goals focus on fostering the community, enhancing engagement, and creating impactful events for our future network in alumni.
Can I ask you a question, sir?
Yes,
have you done or are you doing anything related to this in any organization at the moment?
But I resigned my position as a member of Interim National Executive, and we've been there. There is no any assignment they gave me, whether on welfare or on any other on wherever they act, on whatever they ask me to do.
We are readily available. All right. Thank you very much, Sikiri Dowu. Thank you very much for your time. We'll come back to you. Please just hang in there, while we continue the conversation. Thank you very much. Once again, thank you for everybody that has been online. And since we came online, we can see you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have Ambassador Nimota Akambi online, ma'am. Good evening, ma'am.
Ambassador Nimota. Yes, that's it. Yes. Ambassador Nimota Akambi, can you hear us, ma?
Hello, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. So we can have right now.
Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed is here.
I'm with you.
Okay.
All right, ma'am.
Is here.
Can we see your video?
1 second, please.
No problem. She's vying actually for the vice president.
Yes.
You know, and of course, well, you see, where behind a very successful man,
There is a woman. So that you want, I don't prove one.
Oh, all right.
Is Ambassador Newton ready for us?
Are you ready for us, man? Right
Yes,
now.
I'm not ready. We are trying to break up my
All right.
picture.
All right, why you try that? I think every man too wants to be behind, you know. Let the women also go and hustle. Go and lead the line.
So
Let me
what?
be the one at home praying, you know, you bring all the goodies, you know, back home.
Oh, well, that's...
House husband, kind of a thing.
So are we good to go, ma'am?
Yes,
Okay,
have you
why
seen
would-
my picture?
We can't see your video yet. So,
Just
Sorry.
on the video.
yes,
put
just click on your
just click
camera.
on your camera. Just click on your camera and you.
You said what?
Click on your camera. There is an image of a
Video.
camera,
The
video.
camera, yes.
Lower
At the bottom.
left, the bottom left of your
This
device.
one said unable to access camera.
All right.
Okay, we'll be back with you, ma'am, while that is being sorted.
We'll be back with you while it's been said. I think I saw Hassan Ability online.
Ibrahim Mohammed.
Okay.
Ibrahim
Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed, are you online?
mute.
Can you mute her? Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed is online. Yes. Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Thank you very much.
Good.
Can you hear me?
Very
Yes.
well. Very well.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Are you inside Keke?
No. It looks like.
It's nice to have you
like.
here. Can I ask you very quickly, which Muritala Mohammed is your own?
It's
The
the
one
same.
we know
It's the
or
same.
the one we don't
It's
know?
the same Muritala Mohammed, not the late one. Anyway.
Tell us more. Tell us more, please.
All right, tell us more about.
Thank you very much. My name is Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed, as you have it there. I am a graduate of University of Ilorin, where I obtained my BSc in accounting and MSc in accounting from Better by Far University. I am a fellow of the Institute of Chartered Accountants of Nigeria. I am also a holder of certificate in International Financial Reporting Standard from ACCA UK, that's in England. And I have over 16 years work experience, as a financial accountant. I have worked in both private and public sectors. I worked with Siemens Limited, a German multinational company, before I, was employed as an accountant in the University of Ilorin. So presently now I work as the chief accountant in Bursary department, where I am in charge of the preparation of the financial report for the university, for the consideration of my council, and I liaise with external auditors, for the auditing of the financial statement.
All right. Thank you very much. Why are you vying for that position, the treasury?
Thank you so much. Whatever you have passion for, you always want to pursue. My expertise in accounting and finance is something that pushes me every time to, wanting to do more. And the vision of Alumni is to be the foremost investing alumni in the world. And, for you to be, for the alumni to be the foremost alumni in the world, or the foremost investing alumni in the world, it means you must have a robust financial, and transparent system. So, and my expertise in this area is what is pushing me to say, okay, if I have all this, all these qualities and expertise. Why won't I want to use that to better, my alumni? That is the university that produced me, that made me what I am. So part of what I have, as a mission for, the Alumni Association is to, bring and implement a digital financial, management tools by introducing, financial software that will make reporting so seamless and will make the reporting, timely, and ensure that there is transparent financial reporting to members, and also to look for a way to get fund for the alumni, for the association, by introducing something like crowdfunding, campaigns or sponsorship and partnership, and ensure that, we find a way to increase the revenue of alumni by implementing so many strategies like, this, what I call membership tiers, by asking people to, contribute voluntarily towards the cause of, the alumni and the project to be embarked on. And again, to introduce financial literacy program, a kind of, workshop or seminar that will educate people on how to be financial literate and how to invest their money. These are part of the benefits that, the members of the association can enjoy and benefit. Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
Just before I let him go, I don't want him to go.
On a lighter note, he's not going. Do you have plans to leave the country? Because from the Constitution, it says that National Treasurer shall receive all monies belong to the association and deposit it to the association's bankers within 48 hours.
Okay.
How safe will the treasury be with you?
And that's what's going to lead me to my question. Hold on, hang on.
Okay.
I want it to lead me to your question, to lead you to my question, which is, now that nobody gives a treasurer physical cash, everything is bank,
Transfer.
everything is we now do all the transactions online. How relevant do you think your position is to the alumni? And like he said, is the money safe?
Is the bag safe?
Thank you very much. Let me start from the last question. How relevant is my position to the alumni? Do not forget that whatever activities anybody, any organization or an association has in this world, money matters a lot. And no one, your organization where you work with, never pays you cash. They pay you money. So money is not only cash. So it can be e-money, it can be physical money. What matters most is we introduce a digital financial, management tools that will make sure that every single cover that is due to the association is captured and, accurately recorded, and financial report is rendered to that. You can see that the association has vision and mission, and we have a lot of programs to embark on. You can't achieve all this without money. And this money that we talk about is not going to be a Ghana must go money that will fly from somewhere. It has to be e-payment, e-transfer, and we ensure that everything is done to keep every single cover. Then, in terms of is our money safe, I can tell you that with my integrity and the transparency and nature, every cover that the alumni has is safe. And we are going to bring our expertise to ensure that we get value for money for every cover being. In fact, let me quickly say this. Let me quickly say this. I'm presently the chairman of my association, the community association, where I brought my expertise to ensure that we did not have one cover when I came in. But as we speak now, we have over 10 million naira due to financial discipline and fiscal responsibility that we introduced. So
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Maybe after now you come and enroll me in your association.
Women and money, 5 and 6.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for joining us. Let's see if we can get back to Ambassador, if our video is all right now. Ambassador, are you all right now with your video?
Ambassador Nimota. Okay, let's take Hussein Abdulatif Dasola.
Yes.
Hussein Abdulatif Dasola. Can you hear me?
Hussein Abdulatif Dasola, you're also contesting for the social secretary position. We can't hear you.
We can't hear you.
Can you remove your headpiece? Can you remove your headset?
Can you remove that earpiece, the hands-free from your device? From your device.
From your device, remove the hands-free from your device. We cannot hear you. Can you remove the hands-free from your device? All right, so
okay, he needs to put it back into his ears to hear that he needs to remove it from his device. Oh no, we can't.
All right,
we can't hear you.
Let's go back to the treasurer position. We have Agbola Ganiyat Temitope. Agbola Ganiyat Temitope. She's online. Can you hear us? Agbola Ganiyat Temitope, are you there?
Please unmute your microphone.
All right. If you
okay,
can't
so since we can't connect with her now, let's quickly have Babs Omotowa. Babs Omotowa is here.
Mm-hmm.
Babs Omotowa,
are you there? Are you there?
Can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes,
fantastic.
Very well. Very well.
Thank you very much for joining us.
I love your background.
Thank you very much.
Go somewhere. All right. Thank you very much for joining us. We'll be having conversations, with aspirants who, have come out with their templates and plans for the Alumni Association. You're contesting for the #1 position, of the alumni. Can you tell us, give us a brief about you? And I would really want to know what really you have done for the alumni.
And for the university.
Thank you very, very much. I appreciate the time. I graduated, of course, from University of Ilorin in 1988 from the Department of Chemistry. Studied BSc Industrial Chemistry. I then further had a master's degree, an MBA from the university as well in 1994. I have then since 1999 been working for Shell, where I had started at the very lowest level of the organization as a management trainee, but rose through the years to become a vice president globally in Shell in the head office in Holland. And before then, I was the managing director for Nigeria LNG, a company that we were having over $10 billion in revenue, and we were the highest taxpayer to the government. Specifically, in terms of what I have done to support the university larger, whilst I was the managing director for Nigeria LNG, with the discussions I had at that time with the former VC and Professor Jalil, I was able to get NLNG to build an engineering faculty in Ilorin, worth $2 million. So that's over 3 billion,
Wow.
3 billion naira worth of engineering faculty, the engineering building and equipment that we were able to provide. But also, I had the same opportunity and also did the same for 5 other universities in Nigeria at that time. So I think that gives you an indication of how I've been supportive of the university.
Wow. Let me first of all say this. I like it when I see a CV that is very intimidating. So these are the things we hear and we want to do more. So let me ask you, given that the position of 001, everybody is looking up to you, everybody is expecting you to take some drastic decisions. Some people want you to be emotional. Some people want you to feel their pulse. You know, I want to hear from you how you want to bring the younger generation. I mean, those who graduated last year, 2 years ago, 10 years ago, how you want to bring them up to speed with your vision for the alumni.
Well, thank you very much for that. Leadership, in my view, is about servant leadership. So a leader is expected to be in position to create a better environment for members, but also for the university. And so, in the role, I will be very much around engagement and enrolling as many of the alumni to continue the work past presidents have done and past executives have done. So this is not something that will be, starting from scratch. One has to give credit to the work that the past presidents and past executives have done, and we'll continue to build on that. And my vision is that there are about 3 or 4 levels of alumni that you have. You have those who are recent graduates from the university, and typically what you want to do with those graduates is to see how we bring senior alumni and senior people in the country to support their development as mentors, as coaches, to find opportunities for them where they can either work or progress in their career, but have mentors for them. You then have, of course, those who are already with a career already building, and those, of course, you want to then also see how you support their development. You want them to continue to grow, because the more they grow, then the better they are. But they're already then at a position where they already can start to look at opportunities for the university. It doesn't necessarily mean they can do it, but they are in positions to be able to talk to people in the organizations. Then you have a third category that are much more senior, and that are, the likes of where I was when I was MD of Nigeria LNG, the alumni that are at that level all over the world, in Nigeria and outside. And you want to be able to have built relationships with them and encourage and worked with them to the point where they start to think about what can they do, not just to support younger ones in the alumni, but also to support the university. I think there are a lot of people who are in positions that can do even more than what I did when I was in Nigeria LNG. And how do we enroll them? How do we bring them on board? And my, along with the executives, if I'm successful, will be to work with those. And then you have those who are now where I am in my career. We are now retired. We are now into a different lifestyle. You want to get them to give back more to the university, give back more to the younger ones, coaching, mentoring, developing, but also, leveraging on relationships that they have built over the years and they continue to build. There are very many alumni of Ilorin that are in very senior positions all over the world, and the ability to bring them together, I think, would be very valuable. So that's the sort of way I look at 4 generations in an alumni, and how each will be supported, and how they will be encouraged to develop and help the university and the members.
All right, thank you very much. You have spoken quite well about your vision, to support different categories of the alumni, of the University of Ilorin. I want to talk about funding for the university. It's quite very important. It's germane, that university gets more funding, the students gets more comfortable, buildings, hostels, faculties, equipment, lecture theaters, and many more. While we were in school, each faculty just had one lecture theater, and each department had to, shuffle and all of that. So tell us about your plans for funding, funding for the university.
Please unmute your microphone.
Please unmute your microphone.
The alumni is dead.
Okay, good.
All right. So we can just hear you, yeah.
So the alumni is there to support the university. The university, of course, continues to take the leading role in those activities. But when you look at universities that have gone far, like Harvard, Stanford, MIT, you'll find the way they have gone about some of this. And a lot of them, of course, benefit from a huge number of alumni that have doing very, very well. So Stanford, for example, you find that the likes of Facebook came out of Stanford, and that sort of corporation can then donate billions of dollars to the university, and the universities then set up endowment funds. Harvard, for example, has a $50 billion endowment fund, which supports the university. It provides a lot of fund that the university uses in buildings, in research, and all of that. And there are very many organizations in the world that are very supportive of education. So, the likes of MasterCard Foundation has put in, over $5 billion to support education in Africa. And how do we engage those sort of organizations to bring them on board to support Ilorin, finding out what they need and how we position the University of Ilorin to be one of their key sponsors. I mean, they sponsored universities like African Leadership University, where they've put over $300 million there. So I think endowment is one way to go about this, bringing in major foundations, and Ilorin has the credibility to be able to do that, and we'll continue to work, if I'm successful, with members and to be able to bring these organizations to support the university.
All right, thank you very much. Can you just mention your name again and what position you're vying for?
So my name is Dr. Babs Omotawa. I'm vying for the president of the alumni.
All right, thank you very much. Just hang in there because your co-contestant is still online. I want to ask him the same question. Do we say Professor Kilani still with us? Professor Kilani, who is also vying for the president.
Okay, I think Prof left.
Prof,
okay.
Prof, I'm here. I'm here.
Okay, good.
Yes.
You are just
I can hear you.
All right, so you're just listening to Dr. Babs Omotawa, who spoke about funding for the university, and of course how important and germane it is to help the three categories of the alumni in the university. I want to have your own take on funding.
Prof, can we see your video, sir?
Thank you for.
Can we see your video?
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you. My plan for funding, the university is run by university process. The council of the university and the management of the university are involved in the day-to-day running of the university. The role of an alumni is to serve as an enabler in ensuring that the university can access funding within the alumni and from outside. What I intend to do is to have a roll call of Ilorin alumni in the industry and in other sectors of Nigerian economy that will be ready to help. When you have the roll call of such people, the alumni has what it takes to reach out to them and identify where they can collaborate and help the university. In the same respect, university have University Advancement Center. An alumni is a major player in the University Advancement Center. They are in the university. Alumni are in the industry, they are in the banking sector, some are in the diaspora. The job of an alumni, which I'm going to preside over if I win the election, is to help the university to identify these alumni wherever they are and come out with a roadmap on how they can come in to assist the university. I've been in the university, I know there are leakages in the university. There are leakages, though the funding is a challenge. But the facility we have in the university today, there are leakages there. We help the university to ensure that those leakages are blocked. An example, it transacts as a way of plugging those leakages. Since I've been in the system, I know some of us have been help of affairs in the university system. I'm going to assist the university management to ensure that we block. Then the IGR of the university said, we also provide a robust idea to university management on how we can manage the resources by prioritizing projects and programs that will enhance the quality of education, quality of research, and the welfare of staff and students of the university. But I think it's good to go. That even if you go to UI, you had a lot of support, even from local endowment. People that want to endow a university system, want to endow building, faculty, we have them in this country. So the function of endowment will be promoted under our leadership to ensure that not only those who are graduates of uni learning, but friends of uni learning who are there, maybe they have been assisted one way or the other, we reach out to them to find out the area of collaboration where they can help to enhance our endowment. Going forward, the UAC, that is University Advancement Center, will be in the forefront, because no outsider will be ready to deal with an alumni in such area. But if an alumni is supporting them, it's going to assist the university in accessing some of all these idle funds that the university can tap for their projects and programs. So that's my vision for funding.
Thank you, Prof.
All right, thank you very much. Let's bring in Dr. Babs. Dr. Babs, can we have you two right beside Dr. Kilan? Dr. Babs, are you still with us?
Yes, I am.
All right, thank you very much. So Professor Kilani spoke about leakages, in the university system. Do you also believe, that, funding through with the university system, what's your plan with the leakages, and what's your plan with enlisting, different, alumnus, coming together, trying to woo them to support the alumni?
On your question around leakages, the alumni is different from the university organization. So, questions around leakages, I think, will be better directed to the vice chancellor, who will be able to address that. That's not the role of the alumni. The role of the alumni executive is to work with the university. If there are information that come to us around leakages, then we should share it with the vice chancellor or relevant principal officers, and they will look into it and make decisions on that. So, but in terms of the role of the alumni, I think it's indeed more about how do we bring as many of the graduates from the university since its inception till date, and make sure that we have them more active in the alumni. It's about how we bring the opportunities for the senior ones to mentor, coach, develop, and help the younger ones to thrive. It's about how we bring the those who are in position to help. How do we motivate them to want to help the university to even do better than the university is doing? The university is already doing well, great. It's one of the universities, when you look at the number of people who wrote JAM want to go to university. University of Ilorin is top there, so people want to go to University of Ilorin. So it's about how do we help, just contribute to making that better. And what I find, and I think my example is a very good one. When Professor Jalil and the VC approached me many years back, and we discussed around the university, the issues, the challenges. As an alumni, I was naturally keen to look at what we were discussing, and so we had the conversation. And once I saw that there was genuine intention to develop the university, I was then very keen to be part of that, and I worked with them and then within my organization to bring that level of support, over 3 billion naira worth of facility. So alumni, I think, will always be willing. They want to see credibility. They want to see people who they can trust that whatever they do will be well utilized. They want to see that execution will be done very well. I think it's about trust in the people that make a lot of difference. And what I bring is credibility. I have led organizations with revenue over $10 billion, and there was nothing missing. So people can know that whatever I'm supportive and working with, we will do it and do it very, very well. So that credibility is there. I've supported a number of the centers in the university to find jobs for young ones who have done very well and graduated from the university. So I think it's about relationship, it's about trust, it's about confidence that the people who are leading the association will deliver and deliver well. That's what will help bring.
All right, thank you very much. My question is to both of you now. If elected, what's your plan to bring in your ESCOs together to have same, direction, prioritizing needs of the university, needs of the alumni? Do you have
especially because of the past events that we have had in the alumni, and there had to be a bridge, ESCOs, and now you are coming in. Can we know how you intend to unify everybody? Because
and to bring, transparency.
Yes. Openness, absolutely.
Transparency to the alumni. We have talked about funding, raising funds, meeting new people, but there has to be ingenuity, in what
let's hear from Prof. Yes.
Thank you. Well, like in my earlier interaction with you, I told you one of my major priorities is how to bring everybody together. I told you I'm going to reach out to various groups and interests so that we can have a varied and a very strong alumni. If union learning is number one choice for candidate writing jam, I also think our own alumni should be number one as far as Nigeria is concerned. So reaching out to everybody, unity is what we need to ensure that we're able to do. Nobody can do it alone. An alumni is a collegiate system. Everybody must be brought on board. So we need to identify how do we bring these people on board, irrespective of what has happened in the last 2 years. If you have the will, we'll be able to do that. So what I intend to do, like I said, I'm going to appeal, and I'm going to appeal to people that have been involved so that people can drop this idea and come together on the same table to enhance the quality of alumni. In terms of what we need to do, I won't do it alone. It's not going to be alone. Like I said, the collegiate system, we identify what we need to do, prioritize them, and ensuring that those things are properly done. In terms of integrity, what I'm bringing to the table is integrity. I've done it where I work. I was the chairman of Operation Ethics, which is my university, AFCC, which I did for 4 years. And I was able to do a lot of things that even in university today, I'm noted for straightforwardness, I'm noted for transparency, and I've not been indicted, I've never participated in any, I've not attended any panel to be tried. But rather, I've been chairman of many panels in the university system. The university has trusted me that I've occupied chairmanship position or pro panel, nothing less than 10, from 2009 to today. I've been involved in probing the purchase of HGO for 10 years in the university, and I was able to help the university to come out of that particular problem. So that's just, I'm bringing transparency, I'm bringing integrity to the table to help union learning alumni so that they can rub mind, we can do better what the way we're doing today.
Thank you very much, Prof. Our time is really fast spent. We still have so many other people.
Let's hear that part from Dr.
Let's hear that part from Dr. Babs.
Yes, so I think it's about what I said earlier. Being the president just makes you a servant leader. You are just to help the EXCO to work with them. I'm not an autocrat. I believe in teamwork, and my role is to bring out the best in every member of the EXCO, to support the EXCO members in their various roles, and to make that all of us deliver. And I think in terms of the people issue you mentioned, I think it's all about trust and relationship. People have to trust you, and it's only when you have trust as a leader that people will work with you, whatever the misgivings that may have existed in the past. If you're able to build relationships genuinely, I think people will naturally gravitate. So it's a lot of work, but I think, with credibility, with integrity, one will start to work on building those relationships, and trust, I think, is the key to achieving that. So that's what I will add to that.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, gentlemen, for your contribution. They just hang in there as we continue to speak to other aspects. Thank you very much, Dr. Babs Omotova. He is vying for the president of the alumni, and of course, Professor Kelani Abdulrazak. Thank you very much for your time. You just still hanging.
Is Ambassador Nimota here now?
Ambassador Nimota. Ambassador
Nimota Akombi.
Can we have you now, ma'am?
Can we see your video now? Okay. I think we should proceed to.
Dasola is raising up.
Yes, Hussein Abdulatif Dasola is back with us. I think he can hear us now. So if you can hear us, we were saying that you should remove your hands free from the device.
So yes, can you hear me now loud and clear?
Yes, we can.
Yes.
So where's your video?
My video, I'm presently on transit. My video is on. It's been activated. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hope you are not driving.
I'm not driving. I'm not driving.
Okay, good. So we wish you a safe trip as you interact with
I'm traveling down to Ilorin for this
very good.
Congress. Yeah.
It's nice to have you here. You are contesting for the position of a social secretary. How social are you?
Well, every human being is a social being. If I should go from that perspective, I'm a social person, having led many organizations, having organized many events, successful events that brings together people from all walks of life. My background, I graduated from University of Ilorin in 2006. I was admitted in 2002. And by the grace of God, I played very active role in my undergraduate days. I was the student union president, 2005-2006 academic session. During my time in the university, we organized many social events. I brought, in conjunction with the GLOW sponsored many social events for us in the university. I superintended over this with the help of many other executive members of the university. After graduation, I've played very essential social roles in organizations that I belong to. After service, I came back to the university to take up an appointment in the university with the role as a student mobilization officer in the student affairs unit. I played that role for quite many years. I was a desk officer to students union, student leadership and mentorship in the university. While doing that, I supported them in ensuring many social activities to take place in the university among the student folds. I understand the terrain. I belong to the system.
All right. It's nice to hear that. My question to you again would be that now that many Ilorin ex-students are all over the world, we are in different places in the world, how do you think your position is going to work among all these people in different places? What are you going to activate?
Yes, and secondly, if you can just take the two together, what are you bringing differently now that you're vying for that social secretary position? Very quickly.
As an alumnus who has greatly benefited from the academic and social environment of our beloved university, I'm eager to give back by fostering a vibrant and connected alumni community that will continue to thrive and support one another. The university system is so structured in such a way that the university management has its role to play, while the alumni also has its own to play. But the Ilorin that we all know has always been a place where excellence meets opportunity. As a social secretary, my vision is to extend these ethos into our alumni community. I believe in creating networks that is not only a platform for, which is a platform for reminiscing about our university old days, but also see it as a springboard for professional growth, lifelong learning, and mutual support.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you very much. We have not had, from another woman, and is trying to give me some.
Giving you heart attack.
So, thank you very much.
I will wish you a safe trip.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yeah.
Let's see if you can still get Ambassador back on board. She has been raising up her hand.
Okay, yes, she's here. I can see her video.
Good.
Can you hear us, ma'am?
Can you unmute? Can you unmute?
We can't hear you because your microphone is muted. Please look at the bottom left of your device and click on the microphone there.
And unmute.
Good. I think she's...
No, she's gone.
Okay.
Can you unmute?
Okay.
Can you unmute, Ambassador? All right, okay. So while she's working on it, can we go to the national publicity position? Do we have Shewokin Baloye online?
It's online.
It's not. Do we also have Olorun Elijah online? Please, guys.
Olorun Elijah should please indicate by raising his hand on the device, on the Zoom link. There are some devices there.
Do you have Haji Boniface, Social Secretary?
Okay.
All right, so if you can't have any, do you have?
Okay, can we have Agbola Ganiat Temitope?
Yes, Agbola Ganiat Temitope. Agbola Ganiat Temitope. Yeah, you can see you have been online.
So can we see your video, ma'am?
Hello, good evening. Good evening, can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay.
Correct. Am I audible? Can you see my video? I'm on Thursday.
Yes.
Yes. I'm sure you have been following the conversation. Can you hear us?
Yeah, it's loud and clear now.
All right, so you have been following the conversations, and of course, you heard your co-contestant, Ibrahim Muritala Mohammed, speak to us about, his interest in vying for the treasurer position. I want to know also what you think about that position.
After introducing yourself.
After introducing yourself.
Okay, I'm Ganiat Agbola Tumitope. I'm married. I graduated from Noble University, Beta Vice University of Ilorin, from Accounting and Finance Department in the year 2009. And ever since then, I've worked with several organizations. I'm a chartered accountant. I'm a member of CIBN, Chartered Institute of Banker. I had my MSc in accounting from Uni Osun here in Osogbo. So I've worked both in financial and non-financial institutions. I've worked in the local government parastatal for 3 years, and therein I was a clerical officer who worked with the director of finance on budgeting and planning. I've worked with four financial institutions. I started my banking career from Intercontinental Bank as a teller, where I handle cash and I balance funds. I later moved to Wema Bank as a relationship officer, where I grew to the post of assistant branch head, where I later moved to the Access Bank before coming to join the Sterling Bank PLC Osogbo branch as the branch head, where I work with currently. And I've worked with them for 5 years as a branch manager, where I manage the investment portfolio and the risk aspect of the bank. And I've been an active member of Alumni Association of Osun State. That is my chapter, where we come together as alumni. We encourage young graduates and people that graduated from the institution, where we had our get together. We come around, we have a meeting, we have where we discuss about assisting every member of alumni, the young graduates, and we also come together to discuss, I think, about our alumni. That is a brief history about myself. Aside from working in professional, aside from having a professional experience, I want to tell you that I'm also an entrepreneur, where I dwell much and do well in FMCG space of the industry. I identified the opportunity here for growth and expansion as well. So I didn't only stay on the professionalism, I also outside the world in the business space of the world. That is a bit about myself. Thank you.
Okay, so it's nice to hear all that beautiful resume from you. I would like to know, now that almost everything has been digitized, what do you think you want to do differently as a treasurer for the alumni?
Thank you. The financial system now has been digitalized like the light system. So as a treasurer, I have to ensure the transparency, accountability through a regular update of the report to the general people. We all know, we don't remember that we have an access to the administration account, but have to provide a regular and accurate update where we have an accurate data to disseminate information to the general people. My member does not need to ask me before I publish and give them an updated report of the financial transaction of the alumni. Everybody has to be carried along through my thing. I need to prove my integrity and accountability and transparency. So by providing a regular update and report for all the members of our association, everything has been digitalized. Every member will be bring on board, where we publish our daily activities, daily reports. So the financial transaction and activities of the association will be made open. There won't be anything hidden. Everybody will be able to know This is the investment the association is making this time around. We give people the opportunity to make their own contribution. Is it a good investment? Is it something we can do? Is there a way we can do it better? That is why we call it a union, that is why we call it as an association. Every contribution should come from everybody, not just from the treasurer or the financial secretary or the president alone. Any investment decision has to be made known. Thank you.
Thank you so much. It's been nice having you. Do you have...
Yes, I just wanted to say our save also is the purse with you. Our save is the bag with you.
Oh, do you want to japa?
No, if I wanted to do that, I would have done that. A lot of banks have done the japa, and for me to still be in the system, that shows I still love my country. We're going to grow it together. Nigeria is going to be for good. And it's good that we have people that are from the alumni. It's an opportunity for them to invite them home to see the reason why they should contribute positively to the association. It's an opportunity for me in my banking sector to ensure that I use my office to bring in along every of our members in different sectors, especially in banking sector and even other parastatals. I've had experience in working in both sectors, both private and public sector. So it's an opportunity to bring in the people. So for now, not even now, there is no plan, plan for me. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. I think we have taken most of the people that are online presently, and of course,
is it still possible to take Ambassador Nimota? I am interested in that woman because she wants to deputize a man. That's an engine room on its own. So I want to hear from Ambassador Nimota.
Are you trying to?
Of course, she's the woman behind the man.
Ambassador Nimota, are you there now? Yeah, good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Can you hear me?
Very well.
Okay. Oh, can you hear me, please?
Yes, we can.
Good. But you can't.
The network is not quite good.
This is you. No. You're the one confusing the network.
Okay, the network is not quite good. Can we just ask No. All right. So can we have a recap of, everybody?
Okay, let's see if one of the devices belongs to.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Hello.
Yes, we can hear you.
Hello, are you with me?
Well, your
I think
network
it's
is
the
not,
network now. The network is crappy. Okay, I think we should.
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
No, the network is not quite good, I must say. All right. We'll try and come back to you when we can, as soon as we can.
Yes, let's do a check.
Yes, we are still looking forward to the aspirants for the post of the National Publicity Secretary. We are still looking for the Assistant General Secretary, Lawal Safi, and of course, Mary Jane Oluchi. They are not yet online. We also still have the position of the legal advisor. About 3 candidates thereabouts, Adedotun Oshokule and Ike Sunday, while Fagbemi Lukman Oyebanji also vying for the legal advisor position are not still online. Ahmed Abdurrashid, are you online? Ahmed Abdurrashid, are you online?
Okay, somebody is raising his hands. Oshukunle Kabir is here, contesting for the position of legal advisor.
Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening. It's nice to have you.
My pleasure. My name is Kabir Adedotun Oshukunle.
You're welcome, my lord.
Thank you.
Okay, can we Can we know you? Let's know you.
Well, my name is Kabir Adedoto Oshukunle. I'm a law graduate of the Faculty of Law, University of Ilorin, 2005 set, Common Law Department. While I'm a graduate of the University of Ilorin in 2002, I was a student representative member of the SRC, Student Representative Council. In 300 level, I served as the secretary to the Independent Electoral Commission for the LSS election. And in 2004, that was when I was in 400 level, I was the chairman of the Electoral Committee for the Law Student Society election. After my graduation, October 2005, I proceeded to the law school, and I was called to the Nigerian Bar May 2007 as an advocate and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, and I proceeded for my youth service. Recently, I returned back to the University of Ilorin for my master's. That was the 2021-2022 academic section, and I just completed the program this year. We're expecting the results. That's a brief introduction of myself. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Tell me, what do you think about the role of legal advice?
Well, as the legal advisor of the association, the duties is well stipulated in Article 10, particularly paragraph 14. It should be 14, but it's not well numbered in the Constitution, the copy that I have. It should be Article 10, 14. It stated basically two functions. That is to give legal advice to the association and to scrutinize and prepare legal documents for the association. But more to that, sir, as a legal advisor to an organization, the legal advisor should always uphold the spirit and letters of the Constitution, not just the functions stated in under the legal advisor role only. The legal advisor should be the custodian of the Constitution. It should guide all other executive committee members as to their roles and functions, from the president to the vice president to the treasurer. It should be able to explain the spirit of the Constitution of the alumni to them, which is what I intend to do if given the opportunity. And I intend to do that with utmost commitment to integrity and transparency.
I wanted to ask you, sorry to cut you, how do you plan to, move the executive back if elected? Peradventure, they are derailing, from the track. How do you plan to move them back on track without causing,
any rift?
Well, the ground norm is there, which is the constitution of the association. The basic role or the basic thing I will do is just to refer any executive member that intends or that is not doing what actually is expected of him, is just to refer him to the provision of the Constitution. I think the Constitution is sound. I've scrutinized it, and I believe the Constitution can, if well implemented, can move this association forward. So if any member is derailing or is not moving in the right direction or is not performing up to the level expected of him, I'll simply direct such a person to the provision of the Constitution that provides for roles and duties of his office. And, and further to that, the committee, if need be, as a legal practitioner, we uphold ethics of the profession, and I believe one way or the other, all executive committee members will have one disciplinary committee in his or her profession. An accountant they have, an architect they do, the current for the engineers, for the medical practitioners they have the NME. So if for those professionals we could imbibe disciplinary measures, I think for the alumni of the university, we should be able to stick.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Oshunkule.
Thank you very much,
I
Mr.
understand we have Sheon
Sheon
Kimbaloye online. So let's quickly take him.
Taking the line for the position of the National Publicity. And
I appreciate the honor presented to me. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Sheon Kimbaloye, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, so today police has been catching thief. Today thief will catch police. It's very exciting to see you listen and answer questions in this position. You are welcome, Mr. Sheon Kimbaloye.
Now you are on the hot seat.
That's my senior.
He's now on the hot seat. I don't mind. I don't know if he's a senior. He's now on the hot seat. You have to putting people on the hot seat. Now you're on the hot seat. Now can we meet you?
Yeah, it's a great pleasure. Thank you so much indeed. It's a great privilege for me to be to vie for the position of the National Publicity Secretary of our great alma mater at the University of Ilorin. My name is Sheon Kimbaloye. I'm a graduate of the University of Ilorin Performing Arts. I was a drama major, but a lot of people ask, what is the relevance and the correlation of drama, performing arts with the media? And I dare say that that's perhaps the only professional course in the University of Ilorin Faculty of Arts when, as at the time when we did our undergrad. And it was actually that course that opened me to the world of the media, because in 200 level, I remember that we did radio production. In 300 level, we did television production. And those were the opportunity that opened me to the media. And here we are today. One is doing whatever one is doing today because of the opportunity that the University of Ilorin opened me up to. And one has been able to make its own mark doing the media job just because you've gone through a thorough process of training through the University of Ilorin. And I'm so happy that one is called for service and one is willing to lend himself to the upliftment of not only the University of Ilorin, to humanity in general. So I'm a political journalist and I'm a media entrepreneur. And I've tried as much as possible to be the voice that hold the government accountable. I'm hoping that in this one is able to inspire the Nigerian people to be able to seek more from the people who govern them. And that's what I try to do every day of my life. So thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you. I know that you'll be on air in a moment, so I'll try to rush up with you so that we can let you go. Let me talk from the angle of the university ranking system, where we see the ranking system year in, year out, and we see that Ilorin sometimes comes first, at another time they come third, at another time they come fourth. What do you think a publicity secretary can do to make the name of a university global so that people can know what we do, who we are, and what we stand for?
Thank you very much. One thing that is very important, I think that image of any institution or any person is so critical. And I always make these reference when I'm talking about public relations. Look, whenever God created anything, God gives it an identity. And it is that identity that distinguishes anything from the other. So you can have an identical, in fact, people who are born on the same day, by the virtue of identity, they are being distinguished from it. So there is a Taye, there is a Kinde, and the reason why they are different is by the virtue of their identity, what makes them different. I think for a longest time, the University of Ilorin has been a jewel that is covered, that is not properly exposed in the manner it should be exposed. There are a lot of things that those of us who finish from Ilorin know that we have. We've seen what happens in other universities, and we do know what is obtainable in those universities. If the University of Ilorin is properly packaged and the public relations of the school is well managed, it will give it the kind of, there are a lot of things that you could do If you don't talk about it, if you don't portray it properly to the public, you will never get a kind of recognition. The schools that we're talking about all over the world, the Harvards of this world, the Cambridge of this world, the Oxford of this world, they do not only do what they do in isolation or in quiet or in silence or in hidden. They do it and they expose it to the rest of the world. Anything that the University of Ilorin is doing, I think it's incumbent on us who are in the Alumni Association to be able to help package it, place it on the world stage, and give it a kind of reputation that is needed. That's one very important thing. No matter how brilliant the campus is, no matter how sweet the learning experience is, if we are not able to package and be able to portray our alma mater in the right way, it will never, never, never be seen the way it should be. I hear a lot of people have been called to give lectures in the University of Lagos, in other private universities. I've been called to come and lecture here and there. When I talk about University of Ilorin, some people who have never been to University of Ilorin talk as though University of Ilorin is one bush university in one hidden place. And that's not the story of University of Ilorin. We need to change the story around to be able to expose the school in the way and manner it is, and the kind of experience that, I mean, when I meet people, I met a couple of people in my last trip to the United States who are graduates of University of Ilorin, and as soon as I see them, they say, "Oh, University of Ilorin." So I see many campus, there's that camaraderie, and they can explain, they can tell their experience. What we need is incumbent on us to be able to package and put together what we enjoyed in this school, in this University of Ilorin, to the rest of the world. That is a very first step in us getting a consistent appreciation of the educational process in the University of Ilorin. And I dare say also that there's so much more that we can do in terms of helping out with infrastructure, helping out with scholarships, helping out with reforms, helping out with assisting training and retraining exchange programs from the Alumni Association. There's so much that we can do, but all boils down to us having a purposeful leadership in the alumni to be able to help the school leadership and give it a larger perception, a good perception in the public eye. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Shewokin Baloye. You introduced yourself. You use your brand and platform, of course, as a voice, to hold government accountable. Now, what are your plans for the Alumni Association of University of Ilorin? Will you also try to use your brand and platform to cover, the lives in the alumni, or would you promote the activities? How do you plan to promote the activities, of the alumni?
I see some very brilliant minds who are vying for office in the Alumni Association. And I see a lot of the fact that some of the people who have thrown their hat in the ring are people that the alumni activities might be some kind of distraction to what they do on a daily, but they have chosen to want to do this sacrifice because of the love they have for the alma mater. Some of us are some of the brightest that you can find in our industry today. And I dare say that I'm one of the additions that this alumni association could have, and may not be able to have it better than is serving us at the moment. Let me just run down briefly. The role that I'm seeking is very simple. The first is public relations and communication. Whatever that we are doing, we need to package our university better. I've done this professionally. I have my own private firm where I do public relations and communication. We can't get it any better. We can be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with any kind of organization around the globe. And also, secondly, is the fact that we're in a global world where everything, there is a handshake digitally that you can literally communicate with anybody across the globe at a time. Like what we're doing today, I'm imagining that a lot of people might be watching. So content creation and distribution is very critical in the activities of the Alumni Association. Also event promotion, whatever we need to do, we need to be able to promote it, to put it in the eyes of people be able to know it. We need to also improve our networking and collaboration. We need to do it very well. They have all chapters of the Alumni Association, but how much is the synergy that we see in their relationship? then strategic planning. In everything that has to do with communication, strategy is very key. And we need to be able to strategically plan whatever that we need to do. Then also, we need to have a mechanism of reporting back, a feedback mechanism to the members of the alumni and also the university institution. Then the last one is documentation and archiving. We need to be able to document whatever we are doing for posterity. People need to be able to revert to what we have done in the past and be able to learn from it and be able to take a leap from whatever has been done in the past. These are the areas in which I think we can strategically place our alumni association to look. Let me tell you, the thing that alumni association with the right kind of leadership can do for University of Ilorin, it can take University of Ilorin from level 1 to level 10 in 1 year. We can rapidly change the destiny of our institution after 50 years of existence, to dramatically change things around for our university. It's just a matter of purpose, unity, vision, and us being able to roll with our ideas and in synergy with the university administration. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. Just lastly, before we allow you to go, how ready are you to work with the other ESCOs, teamwork, especially? We have great personalities contesting for different positions. Teamwork is key, making sure that, there's synergy. You mentioned synergy while speaking, making sure that there's synergy between all ESCOs, all ideas, are incorporated together for the advancement of the alumni.
If there's anything that we know how to do best in our training as performing artists, is the ability to collaborate. That is the essence of our trade. There is no artist that does things in isolation. Either an actor or a dancer, a director, a technical person, the ability to, you cannot be isolated. What I do today, I have several people who work with me. I work averagely with 10, 12 people, minimum of 10, 15 people work with me, average of 12 people that I work with every day. And I need to communicate with them. This is what I do every day. My training is such that I need to synergize with people. It comes just naturally for me to be able to synergize with people. But look, every day we learn. There's a lesson to learn every day. And there's also an opportunity that every day brings with it. And I'm looking forward to working with the amazing people from across the realm and across the platforms that may be coming together as a leadership if I'm elected into that office. It's for sacrifice. If I'm elected, I'm excited to sacrifice. If not, I will invite support from the sideline. It's not a do-or-die affair. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you very much. Your name again and the position you're vying for.
My name is Sean Ilorin. I'm vying for the position of the National Publicity Secretary of the great University of Ilorin, better by far.
Thank you.
Thank you very much
for the information of the Ilorin Toba. We'll come back to that later. I think we can let him go so we can go and prepare for his other
Thank you for the opportunity.
Coming.
Thank you
very much. We are still trying to get Ambassador Nimata. I don't know if she is still there. If you are there, please can you raise up your hand again? Can you signify?
Is she there?
If she's not, do we have Olorunsuwa Elijah? Do you have Olorunsuwa Elijah? All right. Okay. All right. I think we'll start to wrap up now.
Yes.
Let's have final words from people. Let's take the Dr. Babs. Dr. Babs, are you still there? Final words. The final word. The election, of course, is tomorrow. Your final word, Dr. Babs. Yeah. I've heard from different speakers.
No, I think the University of Ilorin is very lucky with the quality of graduate it has. I think we've heard from several members of those who are trying to contest, and I think whoever comes out in the best interest of the association, I think I pray and will be very happy to support in whatever way as well. But I think the university is very lucky, great quality of people who are vying, and wish everyone huge success and success to both the university and the alumni into the future.
All right, thank you very much, Dr. Babs. We wish you the very best. At the post, Prof, are you there?
I'm here.
Thank you, Prof.
Your final words. You have had different speakers speak. Your final words.
Well, I think it's a privilege and opportunity for us to give back to University of Ilorin that has molded us, impacted in our life. When you leave Ilorin and you go to other places, you appreciate what Ilorin has done in our life. The quality of education has remained the same, and that's the pride of all of us. Whatever we are doing here, we want to serve our university, we want to give back to the university that produces us, that have impacted in us, and I pray that the value continue to grow. I also want to thank the management of the university, because leadership itself is a major factor for the success of the university. The kind of vice chancellor we had over years, they have done enormously well to ensure that the standard of the university has continued to rise. And I wish them well, and I pray that if we join hands with them, we do our best to ensure that the success of the university continues to rise. Thank you again for this opportunity to interact with our colleagues all over the world.
All right, thank you very much, distinguished men and women. Thank you very much for joining us on the interactive section. We can't take everybody. We really cannot take everybody. Time will not be our friend as we have to go. Thank you very much, different speakers that have spoken. Wish you all the very best at the folks who want to continue to raise the flag as a better by far.
So will you be there to vote tomorrow?
Yeah, definitely. I will.
Do you have a candidate already? Let's go and carry posters. Thank you so much, everyone.
All right.
Please, for your information, the venue for the elections tomorrow is and Congress tomorrow is at M&M Event Center. It's right beside St. Anthony's Secondary School.
Just
in Upper Road.
Nigerian Union of Journalists.
Yes.
Secretariat at
So the venue has changed.
Okay.
What time? What time will that be? 9 a.m.
The Congress starts 9 a.m. After the Congress, of course,
we have the elections.
So we want to hold as many.
We're still working on it.
To be there. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone.
I'm really elated to be part of this team.
My name is Tayo.
I'll see you again. I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.